Hey everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm making my first project video. I've been really wanting to make another video and I haven't gotten the chance because I've been sick. It's like 1.5 weeks. I'm a little worried. We're not going to do any forging today because coal smoke isn't good when you're sick. Today we are going to make a ballistics knife. So for this project, what you're going to need is, of course, a knife, 2 springs. These are 11/16 inch by 3.5. You could get a 7 or 8 inch spring. Piece of sheet metal. This I used, I know it looks very banged up. I used it on the forge. This is what I cut the hole out of, so we're going to use that. And then a 2/8 inch thick piece of plywood, and then we're going to need a 1 inch PVC pipe, as well as a dowel. Now this isn't thin enough to fit inside, so I'm going to have to sand it down, so just find a dowel or just a stick that's going to fit in your 1 inch tube. Alright guys, let's get started on this. Alright, so we got the shape. It's a nice point now, and now we're just gonna get rid of this handle and thin this part out as much as we can. So now we need to just knock off this part, and I'm just going to put it in the vise and try and bend it off. I could just use the Dremel, but this is going to be faster. And then we're just going to bend it off. Ooh. That took a little bit more off than I wanted, but we'll make it work. So let's go ahead and cut this dowel so that we can put the knuckle in. Alright. That looks good. Looks like it went off a little bit of an angle, but it should work. This should take a couple hours to dry, so I'm going to continue working on the other parts of it while we wait for that. Alright guys, I'm back. It's the next morning. I went ahead and stopped yesterday because it was getting late and I wanted to give everything a chance to dry. So I'm back. I went ahead and cut this pipe and put the plug in the bottom. That's just a stick. It would be ideal to have a PVC plug. I just didn't want to spend my money. And as you can see with the hinge, I went ahead and bent this and cut off the end so that it would catch our projectile. And I'm just securing this right now with some hot glue. Now this isn't like the best. It's going to be tricky to secure this just because of its shape, and it's not really made for something round. So we'll try and make it work. seems to be pretty sturdy right now. I'm going to grab some zip ties I'm going to try and get this as secure as we can, because it's going to be holding a lot of tension from the springs and that knife. So just get that as tight as you can. That looks good. It's holding strong. There we go. Nice and tight. And let's use this glue to make sure that they stay in place, because they could slip off otherwise. Go ahead and wrap this. This will also cover the zip ties are kind of sharp, so it'll keep it smooth. Alright, so we got the spring all glued together. Now we're going to glue the trigger. There's pretty much nothing else to it. We got our ballistics knife holder, and the last thing I'd say is to give it a coat of spray paint, make it look a little cooler. Alright guys, as you can see, our ballistics knife is now complete. I went ahead and painted it black and added a gold knife. One thing I also did, it's already loaded so I'm not going to show you right now, but I shortened the handle on the knife itself. Because one thing you're going to notice when you first cut the handle and you're testing it out is it might go forward a little bit, or dip down, or dip up, and that's because it's either too top heavy or bottom heavy, or maybe the sides aren't even, or it's finicky, so you just have to mess around with it until you get it right.